Hey there, my fresh friends. I hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. I am super excited today because today we're going to be talking about gift giving. And more importantly, with gift giving, I'm going to show you how to make the most amazing gift you can ever give someone. It's a gift that feeds the heart, which is actually through the stomach. So it's going to be a gift that you can use now as well as later. That's right, my friends. Today on Fresh Tip Tuesday, we are going to make sand art cookies, and I'm going to share some other fun gift giving ideas as well. Yes, my friends, it is Fresh Tip Tuesday. We've moved to a new time. I've listened to a lot of you, and you're like, can you please stream this in the evening, not in the middle of the day? And I was like, all right, I can do that just for you, my fresh friends. I even have a new camera. Look, do you see how it focuses and refocuses? I think it's a little too HDMI for me, but you know what? We're going to check it out. If you like my new camera, will you comment below and let me know? Yeah, it's good. Or no, it's not. Go back to what it was. I always love to get my friends' feedback. In fact, thinking of friends, go ahead and tag a friend right now who you think would love this episode, and make sure that you have subscribed as well to my YouTube channel, because there you can go back and rewatch past Fresh Tip Tuesdays and other fun Tupper type tips, or just fresh tips, because you never know what I'm going to share. Now, if we haven't met, my friends, I'm Corinne Brown, the Fresh Expert, and I am so glad that you're here. You see, I was born, raised, and burped in Tupperware, literally a Tupperware leader for 2 decades, and I love and am passionate about sharing fun, refreshing, everyday solutions for home. Hence Fresh Tip Tuesday, where I'm going to teach you some really fun stuff. Today, we're going to do sand art cookies. In fact, I'm going to show you 2 amazing recipes that you can get. I'm still working on an exclusive printable for you. So if you're going to want to get the printable or the tags that I'm working on that you can easily download, just comment tags below. That way I can be sure to send you the link once we finish getting that together with the download. You know, 2 of my daughters have been sick the last couple weeks. It's just been a little nutty, right? Do you guys ever have those days? Yes. This is why we need great solutions and great gift giving ideas. Okay, let's make our cookies. So have you heard of sand art brownies or sand art cookies before? Have you? If you have, basically it's a layered cookie mix that you gift someone that they can then go bake later. A lot of times you'll see it in mason jars or some other sort of plastic type container. Well, we're not going to do mason jars because number 1, they break. And number 2, because as a Tupperware rep, we always do Tupperware. Plus, it's something that can be used for later. So we're going to be using Tupperware spaghetti dispensers for our sand art cookies. And then afterwards, they're going to be able to use it for their spaghetti. So they're going to have a gift that has a lifetime warranty that literally lasts a lifetime, so they never forget about you. So you know that's a good gift. And they're going to have amazing cookies they get to make, which means you feed their heart, which is really their stomach. I know, right? All right, so go ahead and comment. Tell me, what is your favorite cookie that you eat? Okay, so like, do you have a favorite cookie or a favorite type of brownie? Like, do you have, I don't know, do you like pecans? Do you like chocolate chip? Do you like oatmeal? Do you like peanut butter? Go ahead and comment. I want to know, like, what is your favorite? Okay, the one we're going to start with today, though, is butterscotch pecan shortbread cookies. I know, it's a little bit of a mouthful. Butterscotch pecan shortbread cookies. I just love the smell of butterscotch. So I was like, we're going to do this one because that just sounds great to me. So first off, we're going to start off with our Tupperware spaghetti dispenser. I did go ahead and tab the seal and the portion control guard off to the side, okay, because we're not going to need that. Now, I have parchment paper. If you know me, I don't use parchment paper that often because I have Tupperware silicone molds. But for this, you really want to have the parchment paper so that you can layer it evenly. So what you're going to do is take it and kind of roll it up so it's like a cone where you take it through. Do you see this? I'm trying to think of, normally I roll it out on the counter. I don't have a counter then. So you're going to make a cone. Okay? And then we're going to take this cone, put this down into the bottom. So you see how it's right down in there. And make sure there's a hole at the bottom, because if you don't have a hole at the bottom, the stuff's not going to go through. Okay, get it right there. Come here, stay. If you talk to it, it does listen, I promise. Okay, then we're going to start layering our ingredients. So the first ingredient, actually, I'm going to move this to the side and I'll show you afterwards. First ingredient we're going to add is all-purpose flour. So I've got my all-purpose flour right here. We are going to do 1.5 cups. Okay, so 1.5 cups. So just go ahead and grab your measuring cups out. You could go ahead and have these pre-portioned beforehand. You can see why we have to keep it spread open. And we're going to put that down in there. That's 1/2 cup. 1 cup. And then another 1/2 cup. So now we're at 1.5 cups. I'm going to take it and just tap it a little to make sure it's even. And there you can see we've got a nice even layer. Whoops, I got to shake it out. Well, that's a lot of flour, actually. There you can see. See all the flour right there? So you're just kind of shifting, tapping, so we can get that in. Okay, great. So after we get 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, we need to add 1/2 cup of brown sugar. I'm using light brown sugar, and you want to make sure it's packed well, which is why I love the modular mates from Tupperware. These are the super ovals. Our measuring cups go in nicely, and then you can just push it against the side there and have a perfectly packed cup of brown sugar. So 1/2 cup. Come here, my little friend. Go in there. I wanted you guys to be able to see as it's going in. Have any of you guys made these before? I would love to know. You've made these before. Tap, tap, tap. You see how we're starting to get a little bit now? I didn't make that as smooth as I need to. You can actually go back in and take a knife and like spread each layer. I'm not that extra, but maybe you like to have precision. Remember, sand art is meant to be a little flowy. Okay, so then we're going to add in your granulated sugar, which is your white sugar. And we're also going to do 1/2 cup of that. So here. And pull it up. There we go. Tap, 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 tap. All right, next, 1/3 cup of toasted pecans. So I've got my pecans. I did go ahead and pre-measure those so they were ready. Get y'all in there all nice. There we go. All right, then we need to put in a package of butterscotch Jello pudding. So it's the one that is made for pudding and pie filling. It is cook and serve. You might have to look on that bottom shelf because most people don't use it. I didn't even know there was butterscotch pudding. This is like in my way. Did y'all know that there's butterscotch pudding? I didn't know that. This is why I love doing new recipes for you all, because I learn new things. All right, so we're going to take this and put this in there. Woo! Remember, sound effects make everything better, my friends. Put that whole package in there. Come here, a little to the side. Get it in there. Okay. Now, then we're going to put in there 1 cup of butterscotch pieces. I love how they always say butterscotch flavored pieces. All right, and I'm going to do, it says to do 1 cup. So let's go. I'm just going to actually fill it all the way up with them. I think that is 1 cup in there, though. So let's see. Now, sometimes your ingredients might be a little bit low and you can add a little bit extra. We'll see on the cowboy cookies, which is what we're doing next. But guys, that's it. Like, look, is that not easy? And look how pretty that is. Now, I didn't do a good job on the pecan layer. But when you rush things, sometimes that happens. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take the top piece, which gives 1 or 2 portions for the pasta. Obviously, they're not going to need that for this, but they're going to want to have it for later. And it also helps to keep it all in place. And then we're going to put our seal back on the top, put a nice ribbon on top of it, and then we're going to tie a little tag that has instructions of how they need to go make it. And of course, if you are a Tupperware rep yourself, have your contact information. If you're just doing this as a gift, you don't need that. Just show them how to make it. And these tags I have, remember to comment tags below, and I'll be sure to go back and give you the tags once we finish getting them together. You can have that one. All right, so this one here is the butterscotch pecan shortbread cookies. Wasn't that fun? Okay, next one we're going to do is the cowboy cookies. So let's put this here to the side and let's grab over another one of our spaghetti dispensers. So with this one, we're going to start off with 1 1/3 cup, not a whole 1/2 cup, but 1 1/3 cup of flour. Now, if you do the all-purpose flour, make sure that you add in the baking soda and baking powder. If you want to cheat, I have done this before. I've just used self-rising flour instead, but you might want to follow the instructions. Okay, so we're going to put this one in here. Let's go ahead. We've got a half a cup. And another half a cup. And then I'm going to grab my third of a cup over here. I've got flour everywhere today. When do I not make a mess in my kitchen? Any of my friends, do you guys know when I don't make a mess? I don't know, because I know I have to clean it up. So I know I always make a mess. All right, got all this in there. So we got our flour, tap, 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 lift it up, tap, tap, tap. There we go. So make sure it's tapped nice, okay? So we got our flour in there. Second ingredient is going to be that baking powder and baking soda. I already had some to the side, so I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. So those are always measured. Now, in case these ingredients will be on the tags, which is why you want to comment tags, so you can get the full recipe. But if you are doing the baking soda and baking powder, it is 1 teaspoon of each. So make sure you do a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking powder, and then you've got your flour. All right, then you want to do 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt as well. So I'll put a little salt right there. A little salt right there for you. All right, and then gets to be the fun part is when you start doing the colors, or the sugar and stuff like that. Like I like it when you really start getting the good stuff on there. In fact, I just realized I left my oats over there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and grab real quick, though, a half of a cup of brown sugar. Put that right in here. I'm actually going to tap it on the counter to make sure it really gets in there nice. So I don't know if you can see this. Do you see how it's kind of like clumpy in there? So if you really want to make sure to spread it down, just take a spatula and just put it in there and just spread it out. And that's how you're going to make sure you get those even layers as opposed to just the thrown in there layers. So take the time to spread them down if you want it to really, really look good. All right, then we're going to do a half of a cup of the granulated sugar. So we're doing this in a color order so it looks nice. That's why we do the flour and then the brown sugar and then the sugar. The order does matter to get the effect that you want. And that one looks good. Okay, and then we need to add a cup of oats, chocolate chips, and pecans. But I left the oats over there, so I'll be right back. Got to get it out of the pantry. Okay, so we got our oats. I knew I was forgetting something when I was setting up. It's just been one of those days. You guys ever have those days where you're just like trying to make it through, right? So 1/2 of a cup and 1/2 of a cup equals a cup. All this flour is getting in my throat. Okay, so we got 1 cup. Oh, look how pretty. See y'all? See, isn't that pretty? Okay, then next ingredient is going to be chocolate chips. It calls for 1 cup of chocolate chips. I kind of wanted to do M&Ms instead, though. So I did candy colored chocolate, but I'm going to go ahead and put them in there. I just think it's prettier, but you could do chocolate chips or not. Let's do a little bit more. We're getting to the top now. So I got a little bit of the chocolate chips. See, don't those chocolate chips just look better? Not chocolate chips. Don't the M&Ms just look better? I think they do too. Okay, and then we're going to top it off with some more pecans. I've got some pecans here together. You can make sure they're chopped pecans. You could toast them beforehand. If you really love walnuts, you could do walnuts too. And we're going to put them in there. And guys, number 2 is done. Is that not an easy gift? If you are in the Fort Mill, Charlotte area and you're going, Corinne, this is amazing. I'm so glad that you are the fresh expert and my fresh friend. Can you do it for me so I can gift it to people? The question is yes, or the answer is yes. Yes, I can do these for you. In fact, I love doing gift giving for you, my fresh friends. So if you like the examples of things behind me, I can ship right to you. Or if you're local, I can actually put together ones like this. These are not going to ship well, my friends. Okay. Why will these not shift well? Because they will shift when they ship. So we're going to make sure to put that on there. So we got this one here too, and then we're done. How many of you guys love these? So again, you're going to get the tags by commenting tags on here, and then I'm going to send you the tags that you can tie on here, put a big bow on it, and it will say cowboy cookies, and then tell them what they need to do next. Same thing with the butterscotch pecan shortbread cookies of how to finish making them. but it's so easy. Aren't these amazing? Yes, you can go make them now. The Tupperware's universal jars, you could do them in that too, but these recipes are meant to fit the spaghetti dispenser. So that way it fits all together. Now, while I've got this huge mess around here, let's talk a little bit about gift giving. Because seriously, think about the gifts that you need to give this holiday season. If you have children, we got teachers' gifts, right? And one of my favorite teachers' gifts is our Tupperware Eco water bottles. And I put these little crushed packets right in here, these little ones right here, right? And I put a little tag on it. And what I'll say is you really crushed it this year and filled my daughter's cup or filled my cup, you know? So you're like, so you crushed it, you filled her cup. Thank you for all you do. Isn't that a cute one? Everyone needs a good water bottle that's phthalate free, right? There's so much issues with BPA and carcinogens and stuff like that. Tupperware brand products don't have it. So if you want to give someone the best, you give them something they can enjoy now and later. And that's the great thing about Tupperware. So how many of you guys love this one? Fill my cup, right? You crushed it. I love that one for that. This one right here is also one of my favorites. The ones that's the soup mug with the sandwich keeper, because it's like, you know, a soup and a sandwich always go great together. People need that if they take their lunches or go different places, but you'll go, oh my gosh, you're so super and such a keeper. That was good. Or here's another one. You could say you're a keeper. You really heated things up for my child this year because the crystal wave heats up because it's microwave safe. Do you like it? Okay, so soup and sandwich, you're a keeper. You heated things up, or you are super. Can we keep you? I like that one too. All right, so that's that one. Fun little idea. Now, the other little idea that I love is actually Tupperware's little universal jars. These ones are so cute, but any small containers that you have. And what I did is I put in some trail mix on the inside of them because I love giving them extra little things. Again, the way you get to someone's heart is through the stomach. Let's just be honest. It's why the kitchen is where the best conversations happen. And think about like some of the most important decisions in the world were made over food. Hello, Last Supper, right? There are so many impactful things that happen through fellowship and food. And that's why I want to give you so many great fun tips that you can do yourself to help simplify as we go. So isn't that one a cute one too? I do love these. I'm going to be giving these out to a lot of like assistants and things like that this season. Just because you go, you know, you really bowled me over. I'm sorry, I like the Tupperware bowls. You bowled me over. It was pretty good, right? I even have our little freezers mates up here because you definitely keep it cool. Mm-hmm. I know you can totally like laugh at me because I know I'm a little bit of a dork sometimes, but you know, we have to be in today's world, right? Yes, we do. Okay, guys. Well, that is going to be it for today's Fresh Tip Tuesday. I hope you have enjoyed learning about how to make sandar cookies. I hope that you have enjoyed checking out some of my great gift ideas. Remember, you can always get my product picks or my fresh product picks at twcorinne.com and check below so you can download a free pressure cooker recipe book as well. And don't forget, comment tags, and we will go back and send you that link once we have the tags ready. Guys, that's it for today. Thanks so much for joining me.